Many young entrepreneurs who are just starting to earn their first remote income don't realize it yet, but Bulgaria could actually be their best option. Maybe you haven't even considered it, but this small country in Europe combines ultra-low taxes, a very low cost of living, and great connections with the rest of the continent. In a way, I could totally see myself living there. Before we get into the details, let's take a quick look. Bulgaria is in southeastern Europe and has around 7 million inhabitants. It's actually the cheapest country in the entire European Union, which is shocking when you compare it to Northern or Western Europe. The climate is continental, cold winters, but pleasant mild summers, nothing extreme. But what really caught my attention was the variety of landscapes. You can be surrounded by lush green mountains and just a couple of hours away be on the beach by the Black Sea. And the country is well connected. There are direct low-cost flights from Denmark, Germany, UK, and all across Northern Europe, making it super accessible whether you want to live there or just visit. Residency and tax rules in Bulgaria. If you have a European passport, there are no major complications. In your first year, it's recommended to spend more than 183 days there. After that, if you can show that your economic and personal center of life is based in Bulgaria, you can spend even less time physically there. Just don't confuse residence, tax residence, and citizenship. I've got another video explaining that in detail. Taxes in Bulgaria. The personal income tax has a flat rate of 10%. The corporate tax is also at 10%, though it can drop to around 7.5% if you're self-employed and apply the 25% income deduction. The dividend taxes are 5%. Stock investments made through a company are tax exempt. Be aware, CFC rules are strict, so be careful if you have structures abroad. Opening foreign bank accounts is easy. Bulgaria is in the European Union. But be aware, there are few restrictions on certain online activities. So check your business model carefully. Creating a company in Bulgaria. Is it worth it? For businesses with higher expenses like e-commerce, ads, logistics, teams, a company setup usually makes more sense. For freelancers, developers, consultants, the self-employed model tends to work better, especially if you make more than 80,000 euros per year. It's also sometimes used as an offshore structure by people from high-tax countries like Denmark or Germany. And a huge plus, that 10% tax rate has been stable for years, which gives a strong sense of legal security and predictability. If it's your first time here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. It really helps me to keep creating content like this. Cost of living. This is what surprises most people. You can live very well for very little. Housing is incredibly cheap. Based on what our clients and several rental sites say, in smaller towns or by the Black Sea, you'll find apartments from 250 euros a month. In Sofia, decent flats go from 350 to 500 euros and modern ones between 700 to 1,000 euros a month. Monthly expenses like utilities, internet, food, transport are around 300 to 400 euros. Eating out. Local dishes go for 5-8 euros and in great restaurants for 15 euros. The transport is very affordable and most cities are walkable or have a very good public systems. To give you an idea, here's an example. A friend, Jana, lives alone in Sofia with a simple lifestyle. Her rent is 380 euros. Her utilities like water, electricity, internet, heating, 90 euros. The groceries, 220 euros. Co-working, 60 euros. Leisure and cafe, 80 euros. So, total, she spends around 840 euros per month living comfortably and working from a working space. It's honestly one of the most affordable European countries to live in. Best cities for remote workers. Sofia is modern, has great internet, tons of great co-working spaces, cheap flights, perfect if you like the city vibe. Plovdiv is artsy, cultural, with cobblestone streets, cozy cafes, and a young crowd. It's more affordable than Sofia. Bansko is a digital nomad hotspot, a mountain town with an international community, active co-workings, constant events, and insanely low prices. In winter you can ski, and in summer you can hike in fresh air. Though honestly, it's best as a temporary or seasonal base, not all year round. Varna and Burgas are coastal options. In summer, they feel like a mini European Bali, full of freelancers enjoying the sea, the sun, and the rent is under 400 euros. Internet and co-working. Bulgaria has one of the fastest internet speeds in Eastern Europe, even in smaller towns. Co-working spaces are modern, affordable, from around 70 euros a month, and have a vibrant international atmosphere. Pros and cons. The positives of Bulgaria. It has very low stable taxes. It has very affordable housing and living costs. It's safer than many southern or Western European countries. It has a stunning nature and tasty traditional food. It's very well connected with Northern and Western Europe. You have all the essential available, like shops, malls, public transport. The negatives of Bulgaria. The language can be a challenge. Not everyone speaks fluent English. They are still not using the euro, though the adoption is expected soon. The minimum wage over there is around 550 euros. There's low average salaries and visible inequality. The public health care and education are limited for long-term plans. Who is Bulgaria really for? Let's make it clear. If you're starting to make your first online income, not making huge numbers yet, but you can move out of your home country, then Bulgaria could be your perfect entry point. You can live well on a small budget, minimize your taxes, and build freely without financial pressure. It's absolutely worth considering, but visit first to see how it feels for you in person. Personally, I think it's an excellent option. Bulgaria remains one of those places that just makes sense for early-stage remote entrepreneurs. If you'd like to analyze whether Bulgaria would fit your situation, you can book a free consultation with our Eludex team and we'll go through your case in detail. See you in the next video!